It's Week 5 of the National Football League. And we've got Pat Surtain. He's one of the last guys you want to target in coverage. It's the Broncos and the Raiders, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. And just like that, the season has reached October. Joined by Brock Hewitt up here in the booth. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, I don't know about you, but I always feel like the smells start to change in October. It just really starts to smell like fall, smell like football, second month of the regular season. And these next few games take on a greater importance moving forward.
Gosh, I wish I had a sense of smell. Mine is so bad, but I love what you're cooking right there. And I love this stretch of games because it makes a lot of teams contenders and a bunch of the other sellers as the trade deadline arrives here at the end of the month. You're going a hot streak heading into Halloween, and things will be looking great. But flounder this month, and you may end up seeing some of your buddies shipped off and playing elsewhere.
Marvin Mims now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be let out by the final quarterback taken in the first round of this year's draft. A lot of experience from Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
While we all love to talk about the quarterback, he really wasn't at the forefront of their win last week, Kate. Kind of took a step back and let some of his teammates shine. Yeah, he made a good mark with a touchdown pass, a bad mark with an interception. Welcome to life in the NFL as a quarterback. You know he wants to make a little more noise, elevate everybody else a little better than he did a week ago.
And all he can get is 1 yard, ran that right into the defensive front. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Nix. Gets this one to Patrick. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Running for the marker with Williams. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. Fair catch signaled for and made at the 32-yard line. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. They're led out by the mustached quarterback from Washington State, Gardner Minshew.
And you wonder, as he's about to take his first snap today, yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great, no interceptions. But just the 1 touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Right up the gut. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body drills. Body drills. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Minshew now on 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll run here on first down. Into the secondary past the 40. And finally stopped at the 34. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's a Vegas first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. Out of the gun, Minshew. Into traffic, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
They'll run it from the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Third and long for him here. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that brings up fourth and long.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
You hate to see this on fourth down for that defense, roughing the kicker. Now they've got a first inside the red zone. Running it after the penalty. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Now it's a bootleg for him. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Throwing on third and long. Brought in close to the 8. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown. The Raiders have a great first drive and get the game's first points. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's a return from the 7. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. So the Broncos headed out for their second drive of the game. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. First and 10 now from the 30. One of the tight ends motioning left. Here's Williams to start the drive. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
On second down, a run with Williams. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. 7-0 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They'll have it 3rd and 3. Nix from the gun. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And they down this one right at the 25-yard line. The Raiders and their running back about to get back to work. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with a home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. Right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you're going to start to murmur, and we might even...
And down it goes. The Broncos got there. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense more often than not leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again, following the set. This will be caught by Adams. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. Broncos bringing out an extra DB. 3rd down coming up. Minshew working from the gun. On the move, headed right. They'll make a bid for it on the ground.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. Pulled in at the 20. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. Hard to do better than that. A 66-yard punt. And the Broncos get set to take over. They've got first down from the 31. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
First and 10 from the 41. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And the Raiders get there and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. New set of downs for him from the 46. On first and 10, here's Nix. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and now they face second down.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first, guarantee some yards, and then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Give to Williams from the gun. And they bring him down around the 34. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. Another run for Williams. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up second and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Throwing here, Nix. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by, I love this name, Devon Diablo. Has room down the left sideline. And the Raiders, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. And that interception has set them up beautifully inside the red zone. Offense ready to begin this drive, first and 10. Give now to the running back. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instinct come to life.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. The Raiders driving ahead. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. And this might be a free play. Let's see what they do. Rifles it, and it's caught. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still second down.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. From the shotgun, Minshew. Got it. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those.
And oh, he got it! Interception! That's P.J. Luck. And the Broncos will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
The Broncos about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
2nd down, looking for options. Finding Reynolds. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
To the sideline, and it is caught. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there. Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They'll throw again. Nix. He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And the Raiders get there and take him down. And now the Raiders call for the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. On now comes their punter. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be Raider football. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Looked like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
On 2nd and 10 now, Minshew hits his man on the out route. And he goes out, just needed one more step to reach midfield. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Sticking in the air with Minshew. He completes it in traffic. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Daniel Carlson out to try this Raiders field goal. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. The flag is down, though, so let's see if this kick stands or not. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty.
That penalty is declined.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Return starts from the goal line. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. So at halftime, the Raiders fighting to an advantage on the road. Now we'll send you to our studios in Orlando and Jonathan Coachman for a look around the league with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start by zooming out to Santa Clara. Arizona in town to face San Francisco, and that one tied 14 apiece in the second quarter. From there, we head over to the Pacific Northwest, check on the Seahawks at home in Seattle. And at the half, they are down to the visiting New York Giants. Daniel Jones, 3 first-half touchdown passes. Lastly, we head to Southern California to check on the Rams at home at SoFi Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. Cooper Kupp with a touchdown catch from Matthew Stafford. Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Trey Tucker to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Vegas offense ready to start this third quarter. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now a give on the counter. And he's going to be tackled after getting it up to the 28. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, the 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. They pick up one on the run. Need more, though. That takes them to 3rd and 5. Minshew. That heater is going to fall to the turf. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Starts his return from the 23. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. The Broncos back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. They've got 1st down from the 31. Second half starts with a run by Williams. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Draw play. This is Williams. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders' side of the field. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here's a throw on the out route. Complete. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
They'll motion a tight end left. On 3rd down, here's Williams. Stop for no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th and 2.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Nix. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. The right call came in at the right time. Give him 9 yards and a successful conversion on 4th.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Motioning him from the slot right. They'll run now on 2nd down. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, these DNs love to get after the quarterback, but the most well-rounded of them are the guys who can anchor your run defense too. Mission accomplished.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap to Nix. complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Straight ahead with Williams. And he runs this one in for the touchdown. The Broncos start the second half with some needed points. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. That one splits the uprights. And they're a point closer now on the scoreboard. Volley set up and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Minshew to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Raiders first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Out of the pistol, Minshew. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
The throw again on second down here. Minshew. He throws a bullet. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. He'll get this one to Adams. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Second and 3 now. Just one quarter remaining in this one. It's the Raiders' ball, a chance at a win if they can hang on to this lead. 2nd and 3 now. Toss play, short side. And he doesn't get this one very far. Down to only about the 18. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
3rd and short. Here's Minshew. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
With the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Broncos returning their offense and this running back to the field. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still 1st down.
They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that 1st down flag. They toss to Williams, headed right. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Nix from the gun. He's throwing deep to the left side. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. A good defensive play breaks that one up. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Here's Nix. Looking for a target. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Their punter making his way out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Fair catch is made a yard or 2 short of midfield. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Minshew. This will be caught by Adams. This goes across midfield and into Broncos territory.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 46. Buys time, rolling rush. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
We get so stuck, Kate, on decision-making being the ball in the hands and where's he throwing it. The ball in the hands in the passing game, and what kind of decision is he going to make? When in reality, in this game, in the 4th quarter, decision-making is also knowing when to salvage a play. Salvage that real estate that's so important to try to play a little add-on and make this a 2-score game. That's not going to help in that decision at all. See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Las Vegas sends out the punt team. It'll be A.J. Cole doing the honors. Getting about 50 yards of boots so far, and here's another quality effort. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. A run with Williams. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty. So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. The penalty goes ahead and gives them the first.
Automatic 1st down.
They'll run here following the penalty. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Finds his man en route complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Nix with it on 1st. Completed to Reynolds. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative when the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. This is Williams. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground with Williams. And they needed more than one defender there. Powerful runner, stop for just 1 yard.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Now to throw. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he is to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Looking to throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? It gets him the 1st on 4th down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Williams. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
They'll look to run with Williams. And it's a touchdown in the final minute. He's in, and now an extra point would give him the lead and maybe the win. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
They have this try now to put them in front late. That one right down the middle. And they'll take the lead. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. to throw. He's got the hook up to Adams. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. He'll look to throw it. This is for the ball game. It's intercepted. That will do it. And the Broncos will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. So to the side of many mile-high salutes throughout the building. It's a win at home for the Broncos. And it's going to be remembered quite a bit for the defensive effort right there at the end to steal away the last bits of hope from the opposing sideline with that interception, Brock, and officially end this game. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.